What is up, YouTube? This is Ladios381 and Nidhogg back. We are gonna do a deck profile of his zombie deck.
And we're so tired.
It's exhausting. It is 3 in the morning here, and
we're tired.
Yeah, we're exhausted. So let's get this going.
Okay, first we're gonna start with some trap cards. First, you want to stop your opponent with your negate attack, which is good if you want to keep your monsters from being destroyed. And we got Torrential Tribute to destroy pesky monsters your opponents might have out, like a real high powerful, like level 7 and up, and then to get rid of them again if there's only one. He's a widespread ruin. Now in my zombie deck, I have Assault Mode, Doomkaiser Dragon, and to get it out, I have 2 Assault Mode Activate cards, which is really good because with Assault Mode, Doomkaiser, you can bring out as many zombie type monster cards as you can from your deck, so that's good. And here's some decoy traps. Some of my favorites. It's Statue of the Wicked. I have 3, and they're all hollows, as you can see. And those are good just to lay as decoys, so you can have more monsters to protect you or tribute summon. Now you want to protect your zombies from effects. And if you just have zombies, then you'll want some 2-ton masks, which I have 3 of course. As you can see here. And that's really good against like trap cards when you attack, or spell cards. Now, I'm a jerk when it comes to my opponents attacking me because I have 3 Secretio armors, so yeah, they get pissed like Latios because I destroy monsters like that. Isn't that right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Now for spells. And these 2 spell cards are real good if you get them in the hand with some high level zombie cards. It's Call the Haunted, which allows you to special summon a zombie monster if you don't have any. And that's also a perfect way to get high levels out, or to have 2 monsters out before your opponent. And then here's some extra, and here's just to do a little damage to your opponent. It's Under Living World Cannon. Does 800 for each time you special summon once per turn. 800 damage. Now I only have 3 equipped cards, because in this deck it's mostly about me setting traps for my opponent. But but the equipped cards also work, like Malevolent Nuzzler and Axe of Despair. Now when Axe of Despair gets destroyed, you can tribute your zombie monster and then bring it right back. It's like a double header. Okay, here's a really important card. I need more of this card. It's Book of Life. I only have 1, I think, so far, so I need more. But you can actually get rid of your opponent's monsters if they special summon from the deck or from the graveyard. You can get rid of it and special summon one of yours from the graveyard. And now the 3 most important cards, I think. Well, 3 most important spell cards in this deck are Terraforming, Field Barrier, and Zombie World. And I need more of Zombie World. I only have 1 Zombie World, and I need more. So, but this stops your opponent from tributing high level monsters, because it's you can only tribute for zombie type monsters in your hand, and every monster on the field becomes a zombie, which is real awesome. Now for my monsters. Let's start with my low levels, my 2 through 3s. Sorry guys, I'm kind of sick. Okay. Now, I have a rock monster in here. It's the Dark Hex Seal Fusion. and it helps special summon dark monsters. And I also have Spirit Reaper. Now, what I really need is a Nightmare horse so I can summon my Reaper on the Nightmare. But this also works well, because if you have both of them on the field, they can just send them to the graveyard and special summon your Nightmare on the horse. Or Reaper on the Nightmare. What did I say horse for? Also I have like 2 non-zombie zombie monsters, and it's the second one is Necrogarna, which once it goes to the graveyard, you can remove it from play to stop an attack, which is good if you want to save your Hex Seal. Now, here's some really important cards. The Deslakota, which helps you draw cards in case you don't have like a really cool hand or you really need a special card. And then let's see what's this. Oh, the Beast of Pharaoh. When it's sent to the graveyard for Synchro, you can special summon a zombie monster from your grave, so that's good. Now, 2 of the most important cards, the very like soul of this deck, is Pain Painter, which acts like a Plague Spreader zombie, but you can change. You can have like, if you have 2 other zombie cards on the field, like Deslakota and Beast of the Pharaoh, I mean, you can make these into level 2 monsters and synchro summon for Archfiend Zombie Skull, which requires a Plague Spreader and 2 non-tuner zombie monsters. So that's good. And Archfiend Zombie's Skull's effect is your zombie monsters can be destroyed by effects, so like card effects, so that's real good. Draco. So, you know, if you get him out, you're pretty much set for card effects. And then the really important zombie card in this deck, my Plague Spreader zombie. Now that I can use to get out my other 2 synchros, my Doom Kaiser and my Revive King Hades. And pretty much when you get all 3 zombie synchros out, and if you get the assault mode out for Doom Kaiser, I mean, you're pretty much set. I mean, your opponent's kind of strong, but you can always bring them back. I mean, that's what zombies do, right? I mean, they come back. Isn't that right?
Uh-huh.
Alright, I mean,
You're right.
now my level 4s, let's see, I have a lot of level 4s. My Immortal Ruler, which allows me to get Zombie World if it's in the graveyard back to my hand. Now, I have a non-hollow and a hollow Zombie Master. And with these you can discard monster cards to get back monster cards from your deck, from your graveyard. Like Spirit Reaper or... but it has to be a level 4 or lower, which kind of sucks. Paladin of Cursed Dragon, which allows you to get a monster destroyed by battle from your opponent's graveyard if it's a zombie type. So like if they have a level 4 and you really need that level 4, you can play your Zombie World and bring it back and then use it against them. Okay. And then I have 3 Regenerating Mummies. Now if these cards are discarded by like a hand destruction, they go back to the hand, so you get an extra card if you discard from your opponent, like if they play the hand destruction, or like they just do something to your hand and you have this and it gets discarded, it just goes right back. Okay, now here's one that really works really well, but you have to remove him from play. It's Mizuki. You can special summon any zombie monster by removing this from the graveyard. I mean, like, if you have any of your synchro monsters, you can remove it and it comes back. That's one card you need if you're gonna have synchros in this. Now, these 3 monsters allow you to special summon. Well, 2 allow you to special summon. 1, it's to your hand. Or hold on. Yeah, this is the Goblin Zombie. It's to the hand, but it's with 12 for defense. And most zombie cards you hit that are here have less than 2,000. So your pyramid turtles always land face down. If not, try and make sure you have something to defend it with, like a Secretsu armor or like any trap or spell. So it won't be destroyed right away, and then you can either sacrifice it or set it in defense mode, so your life points won't take a beating, and it helps you bring out your level 5 and higher monsters, which I have right now, which are coming up. Okay, here are my level 5s. I have 2 Endless Decays. One's from a pack and one's from Shonen Jump. I can't really remember which is which. And then Old School Shadow Ghoul. Now, he's kind of like almost a last resort, but also a cool one if you can breed him out and you have tons of like monsters in your graveyard. He's just powerful like that. And then Vampire Dragon. Now, I know people don't really have zombie cards on them, you know. I'm actually one of the few people who like zombie cards. I mean, they're cool. I mean, you guys might not think they're cool, but I think they're cool. But yeah, when he's destroyed by battle, he gets, you get a level 1 through 4 zombie monster back to your hand. All zombie cards always allow you to bring back zombie monsters or get them back to your hand, especially some back from the graveyard. Here are the level 6s. I have 2 Ryokokis, which when they battle a spellcaster or a warrior, it's automatically destroyed. Even if the monster has a higher attack and you battle it, it's destroyed after the battle phase and the damage phase. So it's good. Now, Malevolent Mech Goku N. You can normal summon him, but he kind of gives you damage if you normal summon that way. If you tribute summon him, then you're good. I mean, he'll stay on the field, or special summon him. But if you normal summon him without tributing, you take 24 damage. So that kind of sucks, but if it's your only choice, then it's your only choice. Now, Illbud, that's a real good card. He's a Gemini, but once you get to summon him again, you can bring back tons of zombie cards. But you have to protect him, because if he's destroyed, then all your zombie cards that are brought back with his effect are gone. I mean, it just sucks. Now, I have a level 8 and a level 7 here. I'm going to give you the level 8 first. It's the Spirit from the Dark. Now, when he's sent from the deck to the graveyard, he can special summon him. I've only had to normal summon him, or tribute summon him a few times. Most of the time, I special summon him with Call the Haunted, because sometimes I get him with my Call the Haunted in my hand on the first draw, it's kind of cool. Now, this card I had since I got my first Zombie World deck. It's Red Eyes Zombie Dragon. And what's cool about this guy is you can bring back destroy zombie monsters from battle and special summon them to your side from your opponents. So all in all, this deck is basically just a revival deck. And yeah, I mean, if you guys want tips on like zombie cards or like what zombies to use in certain situations, ask. I mean, leave Latias a message on his board, subscribe to him. Suggest like videos, certain cards, certain decks. We'll try. And thanks, YouTube. See you later.